Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Maddie. I'm a K-5 STEM teacher and ed tech coach in Los Angeles. I post weekly tech tutorials for teachers, and today's video is going to be about April morning meeting ideas. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at some morning greeting ideas, morning share, morning activities, all centered around the month of April. We're also going to take a look at some examples of some holidays that occur in April and ways that you can introduce those to students during a morning meeting. Everything I share in today's video, all of the slides, are going to be linked in the video description down below for you guys to check out in case you're interested, or of course you can make your own. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so what we're looking at right now is slides that I put together for the entire month of April. We're just going to take a look at 1 week in the month of April. So right now we're looking at a slide here that says Monday. I really like to recommend to teachers that as they wait for students to either enter their physical classroom or their virtual classroom, they can screen share some sort of cheery image like this to help center students and wait for students to enter your classroom. And then once morning meeting actually begins, you can move on to the greeting portion of morning meeting. Now, I recommend that teachers follow the responsive classroom morning meeting structure. If you aren't familiar with responsive classroom, I will have that linked in the video description down below for you guys to check out. But right now we're looking at an example of a morning greeting slide. So here it says, today is a magnificent Monday. It is Monday, April 19th, 2021. And so here you could have students greet each other, either doing a handshake greeting, you could have them do a little wave greeting. If you're teaching virtually or in a socially distanced classroom, you could have them do a little dance when they greet each other, different things like that. And so here's this morning greeting slide, and now it's time for the morning share portion. So here on the morning share slide, it says, how was your weekend? Share one thing you did over the weekend with the class. And so students can go one by one around the circle if you're teaching in person, and they can share something they did over the weekend with the class. Or if you're also teaching in person, you could call on students using popsicle sticks. You can call on students as they raise their hand. If you're teaching virtually, you could also do a similar calling on students mechanism where you either draw popsicle sticks or you just go one by one in the order that they appear on the Zoom or the Google Meet screen, for example. Next, we have the morning activity. So this one, it says it's time to stretch. Stretch your arms over your head. Now stretch your arms out wide. What I like about this type of activity, these mindful movement activities, is that they're a great way to sort of center students and get their bodies moving calmly at the start of the day. Next, we have the morning message. So I always tell teachers that the morning message really works best when it's unique to your class. I have put together some suggestions that can help you get started, help you brainstorm. So here it says, outline the schedule for the rest of the morning. Have students think about a goal they have for the day. Revisit a topic from the previous week, or set expectations or agreements for the day. Now we'll take a look at Tuesday. So on the greeting slide, it says, today is a terrific Tuesday. It is Tuesday, April 20th, 2021. Again, you can have students do some sort of greeting activity, whether you're teaching in person, teaching online, teaching in a hybrid model, a socially distanced classroom. Then we have the morning share for Tuesday. So this one says, if you could travel to anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? Now we have the morning activity. This one says, mirror my image. Imitate my movements as though you are looking in a mirror. This game is really fun to play in pairs if you're teaching in person. If you're teaching virtually, you could also do this activity where you as the teacher are doing the movements and the students all on the screen mirror you backwards. So that's one way that you could play this activity if you're doing virtual teaching still. Then next, again, of course, we have the morning message. This time, again, it says outline the schedule, have students think about a goal they might have. Instead of revisiting a topic from last week, you could revisit a topic from yesterday. You could set expectations or agreements. Now it's time for Wednesday. So for Wednesday, it says, today is a wonderful Wednesday. It is Wednesday, April 21st, 2021. This morning share is very simple. It's a great social emotional prompt for students. You can just ask them how they're feeling. And then at the bottom, there are some examples of some emojis. So if students are having difficulty naming the emotion that they're feeling, they could also point to the specific emoji that represents how they're feeling in that moment. The morning activity is related to the morning share. That's another helpful strategy that I like to recommend to teachers, is sometimes it can be fun to connect your morning activity to your morning share prompt. So here it says emoji charades. Take turns acting out different emojis. This one is really fun and silly for students. I've found that even some of the older students kind of get a kick out of this one, where basically what they have to do is just take turns acting out different emojis. Again, morning message, similar suggestions here. And then next we have Thursday. So you'll notice that this one has a specific theme because it is a holiday. So here it says, good morning. Today is Earth Day. It is Thursday, April 22nd, 2021. Earth Day is an annual event to help support the environment and our planet. And then of course there's room for you to type out more of your morning greeting here. Then next is the morning share. This morning share prompt is related to the holiday Earth Day. And so this one here says, what can kids do to help the environment? This is a great way for students to begin thinking about Earth Day, to help think about and brainstorm ways that they can help the environment as kids. Then next we have the morning activity. This one's just kind of a fun way to help students think about recycling. So what I have here is just say, reduce, reuse, and recycle 5 times, ready, set, go. This is a fun one, again, to help introduce Earth Day to students. It's something you can do in person, virtually, in a hybrid model, and so that's why I like this activity for Earth Day. Then next, of course, the morning message. And then lastly, we have Friday. So again, we have another holiday here. So this one says, Happy Fun Friday. It is Friday, April 23rd, 2021. Today is National Skipping Day. We can keep our bodies healthy and active by doing physical activities like skipping. So for the morning share, it says, what is your favorite way to exercise? A great way to get students thinking about healthy habits and their favorite types of exercise. Then for the morning activity, it says skip around the room or in place. So if you're teaching in your classroom and you think it might be tricky to have students skip around the room, instead you could have students just skip in place, and it can still be a great way for them to get their bodies moving and sort of serve as a brain break at the very start of the day. So now we're going to take a look at some examples of some holidays that occur during the month of April other than Earth Day and National Skipping Day. So right now we're inside of that slides presentation that I mentioned to all of you that I will have linked in the description down below for you guys to check out, but we're basically inside of this slides presentation that I've created, and I just have this suggested calendar here. You'll see that I have a morning meeting for every single day in the month of April. So first we'll take a look at Thursday, April 1st. Of course, that's April Fool's Day, so that's a great way to introduce this holiday to students. For your morning share, you might have students share a funny joke with their class. For the activity, you might have them pretend that they're laughing at the silliest joke in the world. So just a couple of examples of something you could do for April Fool's Day. Now let's take a look at Monday here. So it says today is a magnificent Monday. It is Monday, April 5th, 2021. Yesterday was Easter. So this Monday could be a great time to introduce the Easter holiday to students. So here is just a brief description of Easter that you could share with students in case they aren't familiar with that holiday. The morning share here is, if you were the Easter bunny, where would you hide an egg? Then on Friday, April 9th, it's National Unicorn Day. So that can be a fun way to celebrate National Unicorn Day with students. I really like some of these silly holidays. I think students really get a kick out of them. So here it says morning share. Your unicorn nickname is your favorite color plus your favorite dessert. So students can take turns naming their favorite color and their favorite dessert to share what their unicorn nickname is. So as the teacher, you could model this activity for students saying, my unicorn nickname is Pink Donut, for example. So for Monday, April 12th, I recommend that you celebrate National Encourage a Young Writer Day. Even though that occurs on Saturday, April 10th, I think that morning meeting is a great time to encourage students to become young writers. So I have that as a recommended activity for Monday, April 12th. Of course, I shared Earth Day, I shared National Skipping Day, and I think we have one more holiday. Let's take a look here. So Friday, April 30th is Arbor Day. So here it says, on Arbor Day, people around the world plant trees. So for the morning share, you could say, people celebrate Arbor Day by planting trees. What can kids do to help out? And then your morning activity could have students pretend to hug a tree. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I post weekly tech tutorials for teachers, and I'll see you back here soon. Bye, friends.